ends up making you close deals faster, showing your value, and ultimately you end up winning more business as a result of our streamlined process. Now, this platform, what makes it unique is that it's not just for lead generation. It's amazing at the closing to generate more referrals. And we know in real estate, majority of your business is going to come from referrals. So remind me today, if I don't talk about it, how you can get more referrals from the closing. But Kaydoh is used throughout the entire sales cycle. And this is what makes this solution a true platform that you can grow into and expand. Now, we know in today's market, agents need three things: prove your value, build trust, and you need a solution that's affordable. I get that. If you look at what's out there on the market, the solutions that exist in terms of marketing, that might be a little bit too difficult or way too expensive or a little bit of both. It's usually one or the other. And this is where we come in. We make it affordable for you to do a quick video, record a quick video. Don't worry about how to upload it. It goes right into the desktop, right into the computer, and then you drag and drop your material, drag and drop right into the computer, and it looks great on the phone and on the computer. Here's the thing though, Kaydoh, hands down right now, is being used for pre-listings, using to do your listing presentation to outshine the competition. But after that, after you win the listing, what do? You can use Kaydoh for your open house sign-ins. You can use postcard marketing with Kaydoh. You can do buyer presentation. Keep in mind, all of what I'm sharing is templated out, meaning you're not building this from scratch. 90% is done for you. The 10% is you needing to be able to take a file from your computer, dragging, dropping it into our system. There's no designing involved. Now, typically, let's just say someone raises their hand, you meet them at a networking event, maybe at an open house, they raise their hand saying they're thinking about selling or buying. You might be sending them a text message. You might send them an email with some documents to talk about who you are. And here's the thing, it's not going to scream a whole lot of engagements. It's not. And that's very common. What Kaydoh does, though, is that we can take that exact same process of how you're delivering information to your client and transform it into a video message like you see this, like you see here, where when someone sees that, they go and click on it. It's going to drive them to a page that has that video that you just recorded, but it's personalized to the client and has everything that you want to include as part of the message. This is what makes Kaydoh very powerful. It's not a typical email. It's not even a typical video. You're sending them a video with content attached. Now, what you put in these tiles, we call them essentially universal content. It can be anything. We're talking about material that can be a proposals, a contract, a CMA, disclosures, photos, videos, you name it. It's drag and drop into Kaydoh. Now, the page itself, we do emphasize video. So if you're already using video, you're gonna love this product. If you're looking to get into video, but you never could get into it officially because you didn't know how to upload, you didn't know what to say, well, we make it incredibly easy to do that in our system. Now, beyond that, when you want to do lead generation, you can lead generate off of your material. Your material is maybe an Excel document that has a flyer of coming soon, or maybe it's an off-market opportunity or an exclusive listing in your office. It could be a list of coming soons around a certain area. You name it, it doesn't matter. You can prevent access. We'll put a form on top of it for you, fully customizable. When a lead is generated, we'll send you a text message and an email instantly, so you don't have to worry about where the lead goes. It goes right to you, but it also can be delivered to your CRM. Now I'm going to wrap it up and give you this quick example, and then I'll give you some live examples here. This is a very common use case of how people are using Kaydoh right now. This is we're based here in San Jose, here on the West Coast. I believe you guys are in Nevada. Am I right? Las Vegas area. Now, this agent here was doing a listing presentation. He got a phone lead. Okay, that person wants to sell the property. He ends up competing though with other people that had a lot more experience. We know this year it's going to get even more competitive. More people are leaving the industry. All that means is the quality of your competition is increasing because the big producers, they're staying in the game. They're gaining market share. So it's very important. How can you outcompete the competition? Well, you're going to have to use a tool like Kaydoh. What this agent does is he'll do a pre-listing, does a little video, he has the name of the homeowner on the page. He goes on Google Maps, takes a screenshot of the property, throws it right in the system, does it in under 10 minutes, and he ends up winning a $1.5 million listing. Here's the great thing about this. It's a rinse and repeat process. All he does is next appointment goes to, duplicates the whole process, drops in the new CMA, and off he goes. Matter of fact, he recently won a $4 million listing, expired listing, using the exact same technique, and he ends up using the QR code for his open houses, driving more business for him. He ends up getting a seller lead that wants to sell 2 properties. Now, I'll pause here for a second. If you went on Kaydoh.com, this is what you're going to see. You can only join our waitlist. We work directly with partners like Jenny, who will help us identify people or organizations and groups that can benefit from Kaydoh. But this is not designed for the average agent population. Um, what we've noticed among our customers that are really successful, they possess 3 things, and this is how you can tell before you even try Kaydoh whether you're going to be successful in Kaydoh. One, you already have tools in place, or you have content that you're using, but it's a bit unorganized. You need to centralize everything to easily distribute. You're going to do well in Kaydoh. You need something super easy to use. Take a file, put it on the computer. That's what we're talking about. Third, you need a way to personalize content. You're not looking for a bot to replace you. You believe and understand real estate is all about personalization. If any of those resonate with you, you're going to do well in Kaydoh. Now, if you take out your phone, you can scan this QR code, and I will show you the desktop version. But by you scanning this, you're going to get that mobile listing presentation version. Just imagine someone did that to you and put your name on the site. Imagine how you're going to feel, right? You just got off a phone call, and immediately someone sends you that within 10 minutes. It's incredibly powerful. And I'm going to pull it up here as well so you can see it on the computer, because it looks great on the phone and it looks great on the computer. And this is the agent.
Hi, Joe and Barbara. How are you guys doing?
He's just saying, hey, I'm looking forward to meeting you. And keep in mind, he's never met the homeowner, but he sends a text message, he sends an email, and you can tell he highly personalized it. It looks like he spent a lot of time and money to do this, but it took him just a few minutes. The presentation is the same presentation he does every single time. He does not change this. What he does change is a CMA, which he has to do no matter what. Every appointment you go to, you need to have a sales comp report. So that's not going to change. But you can promote and highlight videos you've done in the past to help demonstrate the quality you produce. Down below, we bring in your Google and Zillow reviews. So if you are on those platforms, we help highlight them on these digital pages. So this is what I call the listing presentation. Does really well, but this is just one small functionality of what Kaydoh does. Before I move on to the others, I want to pause here. And Catalina, Maruz, and Philip, you guys tell me, any questions? Are you liking what you're seeing? Do you want to move forward to see some more examples? Thumbs up, you can let me know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, maybe one more example of case uses, like
Yeah, absolutely. Now, majority of your businesses are being produced. Can you share with me how you're producing your businesses right now? Prospecting.
We get a lot of people calling us through Google and social media, and
Okay.
probably 50% referral from old clients.
Okay, so let me show you this example right here. So if you're getting, for every closing that you do, imagine you did something like this where you can deliver the HUD statement in a unique way. You can do something like this. For every closing, you congratulate your client. You put the HUD statement right in here, password protected, and you put the client name right in here, and you're asking them to leave you a 5-star Google review, or they can refer a friend. And this is a great way to get a referral. Sometimes they may not do it in front of you, but by you delivering them something of value, which is the HUD statement, and you can give them a live market report. This is something that we offer from Altos Research. They're interactive, they update every Monday. So imagine if you've done 10 deals last year, that's 10 opportunities right now you can deliver before tax season.
Excuse me, you're offering that through what service?
Altos Research. So Altos Research is powering these reports.
Outsource research.
Yes.
Is it connected to the Kaydoh kind of sort of, or
Yep,
or
it's connected. is directly connected to our service. So based on the zip code you want to deliver, you can put that right in, and this will be drilled down to the zip code level. And it's interactive, updates every Monday.
Mm.
So you now imagine every closing, you're giving them what they need. You're giving them also a market snapshot. So essentially, they can bookmark this and come to it every month. So instead of you having to produce a monthly report, this is the monthly report. This is it. So if you've done 12 deals, that's 12 opportunities you can deliver. It works really well. And this is just one use case. Other use cases, are we using right now QR codes in our business?
Yes.
Okay. So let me ask you guys this then. Have you been using them this large before?
So people can, get it while they're driving because it's visible.
This works incredibly well, folks, okay? And because our community is private, we share with among each other people adopt and copy, and they get incredible results. This guy's in Morgan Hill, shares it out. This guy in Arizona starts using it. This person here is down in LA. This person does this, and prior to this, he wasn't getting much traction. He just does the normal standard writer sign. He puts this on, he ends up double ending the deal. He uses the QR code, gets 4 listings out of it because people drive by, they just can't scan it. But that's the fastest way to get you into someone's phone without having to be salesy and trying to force them to give the information to you. You can put postcards, people using for sign-ins. This one example right here where he sold the home. He walks around the community, drops off, I think, like 75 posts offer, and he even had the seller do a seller testimonial, a video inside the Kaydoh page for him. So it was very well done. But he didn't do anything spectacular in terms of the recording the video, no special graphics or nothing. So that gives you an example on the QR codes on that. And then you can see there's other ways of using Kaydoh, right? So if you can send out a monthly newsletter using our templates.
Yeah,
I mean,
speaking of that, what do you mean by using your templates?
so we have pre-built templates of websites like this, where you just have to go in and record a video. You can use our content or replace it, and then use our live market reports. So based on the plan you're on,
So this is the one that is connected to that
Altos Research. Yeah,
what's it called?
Altos Research.
Outsource research.
Altos, yeah, Altos Research.
Okay. It's already built in, connected within Kaydoh.
It is within Kaydoh, and it depends on the plan you're on. We have different price plans that offer it and some that doesn't. So we have a starter plan, and then we have more of a pro plan. We can talk about those pricing so you can see the difference.
Okay.
But you can see that we have this here, and then you have, for example, are we spending money to advertise photos of properties? Are we spending whenever we have a listing? Are we spending money to do that?
Yeah.
How much are we spending? I'm curious, like photos and videos, or do we do videos?
We do. I'm pretty comfortable in videos. I kind of started my podcast about a little over 2 years ago.
Okay, congratulations.
Kind of like trying to be more video driven,
Yeah.
As far as photos goes, yeah, like when we close a deal or go under contract and stuff, we market it through our social medias and all that.
What about prior? Do you pay for professional photos, taking
Oh
photos
yeah,
of the
of course,
property?
of course. I see
How much do you
the
spend?
farming. Can we talk more about the farming, like how you use it?
Yeah, so farming is essentially just using our QR code, driving people to a Cato page, and the page itself is it's essentially what is the message you're trying to give to people, right? And we have different farming examples. Like we have an example of, have you heard of the Tom Ferry ZMA strategy?
No.
So it's a strategy that works really well among his students. But basically, it's you sending out a home that might be have sold. Go to Zillow, take a screenshot of it. You're throwing that in Kaydoh and doing a little video saying, "Hey, Zillow says your home is worth this much. I have my opinion. What do you think of it? And all that does is it starts out a conversation. And this is a video of you just speaking to the residents, right? And it's a QR code that when people scan it, it goes right to this page with the video of you talking in that manner. And then you can provide like a live market report. You can talk about who you are. Like this is an actual example. Like this was an agent in New Mexico. He did this, scanned the QR. Every year he does the same thing. He basically changes out the year, scans the QR code, and he'll get listings from this approach. People will scan it, they'll watch his video, and then this is his live market report. He uses Kaydoh's New Mexico one. This is his seller guide, right? And then he'll have he'll use just like a simple PDF document that just talks about his services. And then this is his resume. Like he'll use like a magazine to connect it. So, but we keep in mind we're not producing the content, right? So it's you have the content somewhere, you're needing to present it in a professional manner like this. So, like for example, Pete, he already has this magazine, but he had no way to really deliver it or use it in a very effective way. So what he'll do is he'll put that magazine, the link inside Kaydoh, he'll have a little video, and he'll distribute it through the QR code through the farming.
Mhm.
And then when it comes to recycling, another way of using Kaydoh is think of it like this way. This agent here, he'll have his past best performing transactions and he'll put them on a page like this. Right. So it's one thing to show people you do, let's say 100 deals in Zillow, but it's another thing to show people like this is what you mean, you're the best, right? This proves your value because now when you want to reference, I sold this for over 100,000, he actually goes back to his property page and he just changes it to say just sold, but he keeps all his old photos. So this is how he recycles the money he spent promoting a property. It never goes away. He actually recycles it and puts it in his portfolio. So he gets more traction from this approach. All right, I'm going to pause here. If there's no other questions, we can surely talk about pricing quickly here.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so the pricing is $39 a month, month to month. There is no long-term contract. We'll put you on a 14-day trial. There is a $199 activation fee, and what that gets you is 10 active sites that you can promote in a given month. 10 active sites mean 10 listing presentation, 10 open houses, 10 farming pages. Once you go beyond 10, you can turn off some of the older ones to make more. We don't stop you from making them. It's just how many you can have actively promoted online. Now, once you go beyond 10, that's because you have multiple channels. You're working with clients, buyers, sellers, you're going after FISBOs or etc., right? So you have all these pages that you need to always have active, then you're going to be on a bigger plan. And if you want those live reports, you're going to want to be on the $99 a month plan, and you have access to multiple states in different regions with the reports inside the library.
Mhm. Live market reports. Is that the one that you were talking about?
Yeah, that's the one I was sharing.
Okay, so that's only available on the $99 plan.
Yes.
But we can try it and see how it works.
Yeah. In the beginning, start off slow.
Then we can downgrade always if we feel like
It wasn't worth it. Absolutely. Absolutely. And a lot of times we start off slow and say, hey, just start off here. Use this to do listing presentations.
This is just for just the market report, or you can actually run a CMA, like an interactive CMA out of it.
No, you don't produce the CMA. You're going to have your own system for that. What you're doing is once you have the CMA, you put it in here. Right? So Kaydoh is you already have the tools. You already have the assets. You're trying to leverage all your tools and assets in one place. So if you have a tool that does CMA, great. You have a place where you're trying to promote your properties, you're going to use Kaydoh for that. You need to be able to create a digital resume, you're going to use Kaydoh for that. If you do listing presentations, you're going to want to use Kaydoh for that. If you're doing open houses, you definitely want to use Kaydoh for that. Because the open house page is not your typical open house. It's a sign-in QR code. Once they sign in, then they get access to the Kaydoh page that has the information that you uploaded, right? You're uploading the photos.
Basically, we can utilize that like a QR code at the open house when people
Yep.
come in. They can just scan and go to that online web form in their phone, register, and then they go to this page
Exactly.
to get
It
all the
will
information.
it will once they scan the QR code, it takes them to the same page, but it has a form they have to fill out. They cannot get out of it. And once they fill it out, then they have immediate access to your page. Once they fill it out, they get immediate access to the Kaydoh page. It's a practical, guaranteed way of lead generating right now.
Okay, so let's talk about those websites or domains or links. That was a little bit confusing for me. So how's that work?
You're talking about like these tiles?
Well,
Are you talking about the pricing?
no. I had similar demo about a year and a half ago.
Oh, you saw this a year and a half ago. Okay. A
Yeah.
lot's changed. A lot has changed
Yeah, a
a year
lot
ago.
changed and all that. And at that time, I didn't feel like it's going to be beneficial. It just market didn't support it, to be honest. It
Yeah.
was just very tough real estate market.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to figure out what I'm going to do during that time.
Yes, yes.
And I also do mortgage. So
Yeah, you can do mortgage with this too. Absolutely.
yeah. So, but I do recall there was something about we get like 5 domains or 5 basically links.
Yeah, so that's what it so this is 10 websites, right? So that's 10 pages. And each of these pages can have up to 8 of these tiles. Those tiles are just links or documents. So this is 4. You can have 8 in one page.
Oh, it depends on basically the
The content. What are you doing, right? If you're doing listing presentations, then you may not have
so
that.
each one of them should have their own dedicated link.
Yes,
Basically,
yes, all of them. Yes, you're right. Everyone has their own dedicated link and has its own QR code as well that comes with it.
Which we need to go and purchase like a GoDaddy or somewhere, or it's a.
You can, but I would recommend do it directly in Kaydoh. It's more affordable in Kaydoh because you buy the domain. Like this agent will buy the domain, and then he'll link it inside. So like, you can buy a domain like 123mainstreet.com for $30 a year. That's it. And it's secured. It sets it up automatically. It goes right into Kaydoh. So you can buy domains inside Kaydoh for a single page, or you can even use it to be your own website. Like this agent, he owns a domain. He links it into Kaydoh, and this is his website. Like if I go on his website, his main website, he has a video of him talking about welcome to my page. He has a tile about selling, buying, recent solds. He keeps it very simple. His page is very clean and very simple. You can make it more elaborate if you want to. We have people that go really, you'll have another one that does like another person here. He's a bigger producer, and his main page has more stuff in it, right? And he leverages different tools like what is my home worth? He uses a different page like Real Scout for
Can
that.
you send his stuff, his link to me, please?
Yes, I can certainly email that to
I'm
you.
trying to see how other people are utilizing it and how it works in their platform. But going back there, so what you're telling me is like right here we got 6 tiles. Each tile has its own dedicated link or
Yes.
domain.
Yes.
And you can get them for how much from Kaydoh?
Well, if you want to brand it like this one, like if I click on this one, he didn't pay for this. This is just considered one site, right? He doesn't have a custom domain. He decided to use Kaydoh's free domain. If he wanted a custom domain like Market Snapshots BayArea.com, then he's paying $30 a year for that one page for that custom domain. You don't need that. That's the thing. You don't need these custom domains. As you get more situated in Kaydoh, then you can brand it accordingly. Like if I do like this guy in Colorado, he made a Kaydoh page, but he bought a domain in Kaydoh because he wanted to say luxurycustomgarages.com. He didn't want pages.kaydoh.com, you know, the long URL. He wanted
Yeah.
a branded URL. And that makes sense for this was a 20 unit opportunity for him. So he bought the domain. He ended up selling it out, and he still gets leads today because he keeps that domain active in his Kaydoh account.
Makes sense.
But you don't have to do that. That's the thing, is what you're paying for is you're paying 10 pages, right? So those pages are either 10 properties or 10 listing presentations or 10 open houses, right? Once you go beyond 10, then you either disable or upgrade to the bigger plan that gives you higher capacity. Eventually, once you become a big producer, then you're going to be on the unlimited plan. Because by then, you don't want to get rid of any of your pages. You want to keep them always active.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. All right. Any other questions?